Grandma Laurie, Michael Myers is coming! We need to go!
We're safe here, all right? I've rigged this house to be ready for this day. The permits were a bitch.
Hey, turkey butts! I'm all home alone in here, so if you want me, you better come and get me.
Marv, look! Some guy is going up to the house.
Rats, Harry. We gotta wait for the kid to be alone to break in.
Or we can go rob that house.
Let's do it. What could possibly go wrong?
Right.
Welcome back, Michael. Gun cock.
I wouldn't come down the hall if I were you. You better not follow me up these stairs. Heads up! Oh,
This is such a freaky Friday!
Oh, I wish we could be trading places!
This place is full of true lies!
Down the stairs like a fish called Wanda!
I shouldn't have eaten that case of Activia this morning.
That's not a hiding place. It's a trap!
Mom, I wet myself.
Me too. Now we really are the wet bandits.
And now that's the crossover that we need to see. Hear my thoughts on Halloween Kills. Coming right at you. Don't die. Halloween Kills is a slasher film, and it's the sequel to 2018's Halloween, and it's the 12th installment of the Halloween franchise. So 2018's Halloween also retcons every Halloween film following the original 1978 film. This film is also distributed by Universal Pictures, and it's produced by Miramax, Blumhouse, Trancas International Pictures, and Roughhouse Productions. David Gordon Green returns as the director of the film, and he returns to co-write the screenplay with Danny McBride, who also returns, and Scott Teems, who was brought in for this second installment. The film is produced by Jason Blum, Malik Akkad, and Bill Block, and it's also based on characters created by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. Jamie Lee Curtis reprises her role as Laurie Strode, and James Jude Courtney reprises his role as Michael Myers. Judy Greer, Andy Matichak, Will Patton, not Bill, Dylan Arnold, they also reprised their roles from 2018's film. And Anthony Michael Hall and Thomas Mann joined the cast for this film. And several actors from the original 1978 film come back to reprise their roles, including Charles Cyphers, Kyle Richards, and Nancy Stevens. So this film takes place immediately after the ending of 2018's film, and it sees Laurie and her family continuing to fend off Michael Myers, and this time with the help of the Haddonfield community. And to be honest, I was never really a fan of the Halloween franchise, and I've always heard about it, and I recognize that the original was such a major influence on, the horror slasher genre as a whole. And I also was never really got into the franchise because most of the sequels / reboots that came after that original film were just, I heard they were really subpar, and that's why I never got into it. But prior to watching Halloween Kills, I watched the original 1978 film for the first time and rewatched the 2018 film, which, to be honest, was the actual first Halloween film I saw in full. And I watched those two films back to back in preparation for this new one. And I really enjoyed 2018's film as an updated Halloween that revitalized the franchise. So I came into Halloween Kills with somewhat high expectations. And so I'll start off with what I enjoyed about this film. the kill scenes were brutal and they were gorier than the previous film, and I think that's the best part of the movie, is that they were just really creative and just really bloody and brutal. And that's, I mean, if that's what most people come into the Halloween movies, is they want to see the gnarly kills, and I think this film delivered on that. And I also kind of appreciate the message that the film was trying to say with mob mentality and how it could cloud people's judgments when facing uncertainty and fear. And some of the humor worked for me, and I definitely enjoyed some of the performances. Now, as far as the issues that I had with the film, the story really didn't quite work for me, because I can tell that they needed to get to the inevitable third film of the trilogy, which is titled Halloween Ends, and it comes out next year in 2022. And I just felt like this film was a stretched out epilogue, and these new films could have easily just been 2 films. And some of the characters' decisions were just really dumb, and that just comes down to the script. And they go through the typical horror tropes, just to separate some of the characters, and to increase Michael Myers' kill count. In comparison to the 2018 film, Jamie Lee Curtis is pretty much sidelined this whole movie, and it focuses more on the citizens of Haddonfield and how they deal with the threat of Michael Myers. So, and Jamie Lee Curtis was the best part in the 2018 film to me, so I was kind of bummed that she didn't have that much to do in this one. It makes sense since it picks up directly after that film, but it's just, again, I felt like this new trilogy that they're making, it could have been just 2 films and it would have been better. But in conclusion, Halloween Kills is an enjoyable film if you just go into it with no expectations, and if you just want to see dope kill scenes, it'll definitely deliver for you. And just the story kind of lacks compared to the 2018 film, but I am excited for the concluding chapter of this trilogy, and I'm intrigued to see how Laurie Strode's and potentially Michael Myers' stories end, pun intended, and how they're going to collide at the end. So those were my thoughts about the new Halloween Kills film. Let me know in the comments what you thought and what's your favorite Halloween movie. And like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you have subscribed, hit the bell notification. That way you know when future videos come out. And that was it. Thank you once again, and I'm out. See you next time.